Hey guys, Moldran here. A lot of people reviewed Diablo 3 Reaper Souls in the last few days. And one of those guys was YouTuber and streamer Kriparian, and he gave, some of you might probably know him for World First Diablo Inferno, Hardcore Kill. He also spent a lot of time in the original Diablo 3 before it was released in the first few months after. But his current review was that he expected much more and that the game is boring for him. And I just want to tell you guys my own review and that the game actually can also be fun for people, because I've been enjoying this game a lot. Now first, let's think about what got changed in the expansion pack. Now first, I think the most important thing is that Josh Mosquera, the new game director, he completely changed the game now. I think in my opinion they fixed everything that was wrong with the original Diablo 3. The original Diablo 3, the loot system was completely broken. You would never find upgrades, everything was about the auction house, and you never had this wow moments where you find a legendary and you feel like it's a big upgrade and really makes my character strong, or even allows you to play a completely different build just because of a special ethics, like the legendaries do now. And I think loot is fundamental in action RPGs. That was one of the things where I loved Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 so much, because of the different itemization and finding the Wind Force, finding the Stone of Jordan, which is a moment you will probably never forget in your life. And Diablo 3 now I kind of have the same feeling. The loot system is not perfect yet. I think there should be less focus on main stats like strength, vitality for strength classes and so on, and more to other stats like fast hit recovery or whatever. But right now it's much better than original Diablo 3, and that's the important thing. The other thing that can improve was difficulties. Now it's actually a meaningful difficulty progression, and with the recent change that more legendaries drop on higher torment difficulties, it's even better, because now actually the higher torment difficulties make sense, and hopefully this normal mode split farming, even with good geared characters, is gonna stop. What I also like is Act 5 Crusader. Those are all really nice additions, but that was to be expected from it. And yeah, the best things are probably the adventure mode, doing the bounties, finally not farming the same zone over and over again like before, but you're able to do different stuff now, and the game you might even go or explore zones that you didn't spend much time in before. So this is another good thing about the game. And then we have the Nephalem Rifts, and Nephalem Rifts are a lot of fun now already. There's a small chance to get a cow level or a cuddle teddy bear level or a goblin level. But most of all, you will have normal rifts, and they're a lot of fun. But the thing is, this is not where it stops. Now the main thing with with Reaper Souls release was to fix a lot of the things that were wrong with release, and to introduce some new farming options, as I said, the Nephalem Rifts or adventure mode. But in the future, this game is gonna get patched. I've never seen a Blizzard game that doesn't get patched or doesn't get improved. The same thing was right with Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. It was good at release, but it wasn't until one major patch, I don't remember which one it was, but one major patch came and really made the game even much better. And this is gonna be the same thing here in Reaper Souls. Now, here is what Blizzard announced at the launch party in California, when they released Diablo. And let me quickly go through this again, because this is also something that I think players like Kriparian or others who have a big influence in the Diablo community might also be interested in. Now first announcement is season and ladder-like system. One of the features you guys have been asking a lot, and we've done a lot of research for, is something called ladders. And they said they are happy to say that as part of the first big content patch in a couple of months, they will be releasing seasons, which will include a ladder-like aspect to them. They're still working on them, but general gist is that you level up a new character, and they will have specific ladders for seasons. And also some goodies will drop along the way. There's more of that to come. We're not making an announcement of when, but that's going to come in the first major content patch. Not the first patch, but the first major content patch. So this should definitely be in a few months from now. The first patch is probably going to be some balance changes or small changes, but the first major content patch is going to have the ladders and more. But let's keep reading. Season exclusive legendaries. There will be more legendary items in the future, both with rewards of ladders and also rewards from tiered rifts. For the current ones, they're not going to revisit them, but they will add new legendary items. And this could be the case if, for example, certain items that make certain builds possible only drop in the ladder system. This is actually an incentive for a lot of people to just play a character there. I don't know how exactly it's going to be, but one imagination that I have is, for example, that the ladder system mode is going to be an additional mode to the current game. Currently you have the game with your characters, and then there's going to be, let's say, a 2-week season or a 1-month season where you have the chance to get new additional legendaries. And at the end of a season, you're going to be able to transform those legendaries or bring those legendaries to your main characters. There's just one thing that goes through my head right now. It might be completely different, but that's something I see as a possible outcome for the ladder system. And now this is probably my main thing here. Tiered rifts and leaderboards. There's another major feature in patch 2.1, the first major content patch, which is going to be what they are calling internally tiered rifts. The idea is a challenge scenario where players do increasingly hard rifts to see who can get the farthest. You do your bounties, you do a rift. When you clear this rift, you have a chance to get a greater rift token from the Rift Guardian boss at the end. And if you do that successfully, you'll get a greater rift key, rank 2, then rank 3, then rank 4, and so on. And now it comes. This is like the most important message. Much like seasons, so this means seasons, we are going to have a leaderboard as well. So seasons going to have a leaderboard where you can see how do you rank compared to other people in the ladder, but also like those tiered rifts are also going to have leaderboards. So that's all going to be about, okay, you can see who got to the highest tier rift, like who actually got to rank number 97. Which group got to rank 97, which solo player got to rank 97. There's going to be a lot of competitive aspect, and in addition, what time they were able to obtain it. So it's going to be two different rankings, like first, who got the furthest, and second, like who was the fastest, because for getting the furthest, maybe a balanced setup, like with a Crusader tank or support Crusader and Monk tank, and then 2 DPS might be the best to like get furthest. But when it comes down to like getting there in the fastest way possible, maybe like 4 glass cannons is going to be the fastest way to clear those rifts. And those are just a few imaginations I have. I also remember like 2 years ago, Mike Moorheim, the Blizzard CEO, said while he doesn't consider Diablo as an esport or sees no esport potential, he wants to have like a mode where people can compete against each other at BlizzCon. And this might actually be a thing that actually turns out that there will actually be a competition at BlizzCon with prize money where the best Diablo players of the world gonna come there and compete against each other. The same thing happens a lot with Hearthstone, where they already confirmed that they're gonna invite the best legendary players again to a tournament, and I also see this possible for Diablo 3. And with those things and coming up to Diablo 3, I really think this game is gonna be insane, because let's face it, I mean, when you play the game, you have so much fun. Like, does anyone else remember this? Like, when I play the game, I'm like always one more legendary, or one more rift, or one more bounty. Like when a player can't stop, like I want to stop, and then 3 hours later I'm still playing the game. And I feel like a kid playing this game, but it's so much fun right now. And I just wanted to show you that from a different perspective, that you can also enjoy Diablo 3 right now. And I think a lot of people enjoy it as well, because I see a lot of viewers on Twitch, I see a lot of high numbers on Xfire and other tracking methods. So I think Diablo 3 Reaper Souls has really been a big success. The game is now much more fun than it ever was before, and I really look forward to the first and second major content patch that will improve the game even further. Now let me know your thoughts of the opinion, and hopefully like other players who are still a bit critical about the game might enjoy this well in the future again. Thanks for watching, I'll be back.